transients. So I was talking with my buddy George Pathaloukos, who's a really great sound designer over at Way Forward Technologies, and we were talking about transients, and I had mentioned to him that I put together this chain that has created a lot of kick drum-like transient sounds that have been really useful in my designs for everything from explosions to gunshots or anything kind of high SPL sounding or something that just needs a little bit more punch. So what you can do is you can take source content that already has a bit of transient detail. So in this case, I took Velcro boxing glove recordings from, looks like Julio Lara. Apologies if I butchered your name. Here's how this sounds. So if we go through just a few different effects, we can really bring it to life. So starting off, we've got R bass, where we're just pumping in some 60 hertz. And then we've got a container of transient designers where we're just cranking up the attack, dialing back the sustain, and then maybe adding in some more sustain to taste on some of these layers, but ultimately really just accentuating the attack of the sound. And then going through K-clip just to simulate some clipping, distortion. I opted for the smooth band, but if you cycle through these different options, there's a lot of really great characteristics that can kind of change the sound of your transient. And then just softening it up a little bit here. And then finally hitting a limiter. So what you can do is just play your sound through this processing chain and use something like Global Sampler to pull bits and pieces you like, and then feed it through this chain multiple times, and I'll kind of show you the results you can get from doing so. So we get that. Pull it into our session, and then say, okay, I just want this transient here. And just run it through it again. Let's run it through one more time. And as you can hear, bit by bit, it's sounding more and more like a really punchy kick drum. So at this point, you could probably stop here and be happy with a sample like that. But you can just continue to feed it through this processing chain as many times as you like to make it a bit beefier. And yeah, before you know it, you've got a whole collection of transients that you can choose from to use as source for your designs.